Hello, Internet. So I had intended this to be a video where I give you an update on the situation with my cancer and everything, but really thinking about it, not a lot has happened in the intervening weeks, um, and something has happened that I wanted to talk about instead. Just to give you a quick update, the most recent issue was my arm being weak and numb. That has slowly started to go away. I'm regaining strength, mobility, and feeling. I've been told that any damage to nerves takes a long time to heal, but I definitely am getting better in that regard. So, but that's really it as far as updates go. As I'm sure many of you know, I work at a group home for the disabled. I've been working there for about 3.5 years now. I've gotten to know the people in that house very, very well, and I've come to care about them like family. Tuesday morning, one of them passed away. Um, this is someone that I have worked very closely with for the entire time I've been working at that house. And I've come to know him and think of him like a brother. He was just a couple of years younger than me. He had a host of medical issues. It was ultimately natural causes, but it was no less of a shock to everyone, and we're still dealing with losing him. On a personal level, I feel strongly affected by this. I can't get into specifics because it would be a HIPAA violation. HIPAA is the rules and regulations that govern how much I'm allowed to tell people about the people I work with, which technically speaking is nothing. But I don't think anybody cares if I am vaguely recounting this situation, because I'm not going to give names, I'm not going to give locations, I'm not going to give specifics, just that I lost somebody and I'm dealing with that loss. He was a lot like me, actually. We had a lot in common. We're both on the autism spectrum, although I am much higher functioning, obviously. He was pretty high functioning. He actually went to college. He had a degree. Smart man, funny, occasionally brilliant, insightful. He could be a challenge. And I will admit that occasionally he drove me crazy. But you know what? Family does that. And I said this to somebody at work. He could be a pain in the ass, but he was my pain in the ass. He could be someone that absolutely drove you crazy. He could really push your buttons. But it was never permanent, you know? And he would apologize, and you saw that he meant it, and he had so much going against him, you know? The man had a rough life. I mean, being disabled in the way that he was, again, I can't give specifics, but like a lot of his attitude was born from the fact that he had just so much adversity in his life, and so not necessarily excusable, but understandable. And I understood. And we would, we would have our disagreements, and he would get like really mad, and he might yell at me, but then but we would always work through it, and I would lend him a sympathetic ear, and I would help him as much as I was able. And typically by the end of the night, right before I clocked out, I would help him into bed. We would come to some sort of mutual understanding, and Sometimes he would apologize, sometimes he wouldn't. But I don't know. It didn't really matter to me as much. But he would get this look on his face like he understood, and he really seemed to appreciate a lot of what I did for him. I keep thinking about like a lot of the good times that we had. We had some good ones, and like when he was in a good mood, and you know, we would go on outings together, and he would want to go to places that I would never have gone, and I would have thought they would be boring, but he made them fun. He made them interesting, and even stuff that I have no interest in, you know, like a baseball game or something. I would go, and he would make it fun for me. He would talk about the teams. He would talk about the players. He would talk about, you know, he would explain the rules to me, and he would show me the program, and like, you know, point out interesting facts. And he could be a bit of a motor mouth. He would talk a lot. He was a good guy, and I'm gonna miss him a lot. I feel bad because I can't even call him out by name in this video. So it feels weird, but I can only really say a generic, I can only really give it a general sort of, you know, rest in peace. But yeah, man, he'll be missed. Rest in peace. So that's it. I have other stuff I want to talk about, but I'll do that in a separate video because it doesn't feel right to put it in this one. This is just for him. And I'll be okay. I think I got all my crying out, although the funeral is this Saturday. So I guess we'll see. In any case, I will update very soon with another video before the end of the week to talk about other things, happier things, nicer, fun things. So, yeah, until next time, take care.